I don't want nobody to keep my matter like for this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's plenty you, but then it's you. Everyday party. As I did not think I do, start to move, like you smoke a lago, just a bounce with the groove, no carry do. If you lose God, then go bounce with your boo. I can vouch for my crew, I'm telling you, and to they do, lifestyle of a group, make you dance to the look, then go they look, and say if it's not enough, if I do 99 goody, then what? Don't know how to show you my love without fucking up. But I can buy you a new baby, straight from July. God, so baby, trabaye, make you know they shall like it. I don't want nobody to keep my matter like for this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's plenty you, but then it's you. Everyday party. Do me like I take tramadol. Don't want to feel nothing at all. Okay. Be like Ojuju Calabar. Give me moral like I be bouncer. Moon paragon. Take me higher, don't want to land. Until now I don't understand the why. No matter what I do, it's not enough. If I do 99 goody, don't know how to show you my love without fucking up. But I am faded, just a shake it, get the label. Baby, trabalhei, make you know they shall lie. I don't want nobody to keep my matter like for this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. Baby, trabalhei, make you know they shall lie. I don't want nobody to keep my matter like for this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's plenty.
Hello, everybody. We hope you are feeling celebrated. We hope you have the energy. We hope you're feeling this enjoyment of your onboarding week. We are so happy to be back again for another office hour session with all of you. And today I'm so excited because I have all your countries represented here with me. All your city representatives are here. So everybody from every city, get excited because today your city is here to talk about your hub attendance that all of you have been speaking about. And I am feeling like I'm on a multi-African, pan-African panel. So I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. Hopefully I get it right. So we're gonna start with having Muhammad all the way from Cairo. Everybody in the Cairo, please put your Cairo flag. We have Muhammad in the house. Then we have Mirab all the way from Addis. Everybody from Addis, put your flags in the chat. And then we have Peter, who is representing Kigali and Nairobi. Then we have Otman, who is representing Casablanca. And then we have Ruby, who is representing Lagos. Yes, my panel of hosts are here today to be able to ensure that all of you have all the details you need for your hubs moving forward, as well as understanding why it is so important for you to join the hubs. But before I don't get ahead of myself. Why are we here today? So we're going to talk about hub attendance, the importance of hub attendance. Your city representatives are going to tell you where the hubs are located, every detail you need to know. So please pay keen attention. We've listened to you. We're here to now provide information. So make sure that you are going to pay close attention so you don't miss out. And then we're going to talk a bit more about the programs and the platforms. We're not seeing a lot of you on Portal. We're not seeing a lot of you on Canvas. Please make sure that you also follow instructions to ensure that we can all just move together and end this week strong and start this program on the best foot forward. And then we're going to have some announcements and closing remarks. So I'm going to hand it over to the cities and to take us over to tell us what is so important and why this hub requirement is just so beneficial for you. I know you need to understand why. I'm going to hand it over to Peter from Nairobi, Kigali.
Thanks, Adrian. Good evening or good morning to everyone, depending on where you are coming from or where you're dialing from. I hope you are super excited to begin this journey with us. We are very excited for you. And I just wanted to speak a bit about our hybrid learning model and why we think it's very important for you guys to come to our spaces. So what the overwhelming feedback that we have received from employers, we've been working with employers over the last few years, placing our talent from both ALX and the African Leadership University. And, the overwhelming feedback has been that in addition to the technical skills that our students or our graduates actually have, one of the things they actually appreciate and they love about our learners is the soft skills that they have. They really learned from very early on how to work in teams, how to work on projects. The self-pace has been instilled in them from the very beginning. And there's a very stark difference between people who've gone through the regular education system and people who've come through our educational system. And so the way our program is structured, it's structured really to mirror in the closest way as possible the work environment and the work experience that you're going to have after you graduate. So it's really critical to take everything in that you're receiving. So one of the key benefits of actually coming to the hub is that at ALX we have a 10-20-70 learning principle where 10% of what you learn is structured, 20% of what you learn from your peers, and then 70 you actually learn by doing, right? And so there's a lot of learning that actually comes from working on peer projects together, from getting feedback from your peers, and it really accounts for a big percentage of what you learn. Research also shows that 70% of opportunities out there, either job opportunities or business opportunities, they actually come through networks, right? And so the program is really instilled to get us to learn how to build those networks, how to get to interact with people in creative and productive ways through the events that are going to be hosting in the spaces. So a really key value proposition of coming to the space is to get to meet people from your own cohort, to get to meet people who are actually not doing your program. Many times you derive a lot of value from meeting people who are not doing exactly what you're doing, right? So you might come to the space, perhaps you've been enrolled into the data science program, you have some business idea thinking about, and then you get to interact with someone who's doing the software engineering program. Maybe they have a background in medicine or whatever it is, and you end up coming up with a business idea around the health sector. Just because you've been able to interact with people from different disciplines, you've been able to exchange ideas, and that really creates value for you in the long run. A very strong value proposition, obviously, of the spaces is the infrastructure. They're giving you access to a quiet and cool space for working. It's going to have like super fast internet, very reliable electricity. So whenever you come to our spaces, you don't have to worry about, am I going to get a power cut? Is my internet going to be steady or not? Do I have to pay for data or whatever it is? It's a very cool space for you to actually zone out and do whatever amount of work that you need to do. Obviously, one of the things that you are really excited for doing in the spaces is curating very cool events for you. So we want you guys to interact and to be really embedded in the ecosystems in the cities where you're based. So we're going to be creating events where we're going to invite people in industry to come and give fireside chats about their experience in their career paths, the latest trends happening in the tech sector, be it in software engineering, be it in data. We're going to be organizing career fairs where people who are actually looking for top tech talent will be able to come into our spaces, interact with the learners, get a sense of what they're working on, the projects they're working on, and really build or embed our students into that ecosystem within our cities. And then obviously, when you come into the spaces, we'll be able to give you any support in anything that you might be struggling with, either onboarding onto the tech systems or within the projects that you're working on. We will be able to give you the support that you need. So the requirement as it stands now, and personally, I'm not a fan of requirements. So whenever I see this, I usually cringe. So what you've said here is the bare minimum, right? What you're saying is that what you believe is going to be very, very beneficial for you to be able to get these soft skills, these networking skills, for you to derive the utmost value out of our program. It's good for you to come to the space 2 times a week. So we're going to be mandating that. For you to be able to graduate from this program, you have to come to the space at least 2 times a week, and those 2 times for at least 4 hours a week, right? And this is going to be tracked, and it's going to be one of the key things that's going to be considered at the point where you're going to be graduating. But as I mentioned, this is a requirement. It's the typical thing when you go to a university and they told you have to do X, Y, and Z. That's kind of like the bare minimum. The ALX programs are very, very rich, and the community that you're trying to build is very, very valuable. So the value that you can extract from it is really dependent on how much you want to extract from it. So I'd really encourage all of you to really look at this as it's a minimum requirement, but really the amount of value that you can derive from it is really up to you. It depends on how much time and how much effort you actually put into it.
Amazing. Did you hear that, everybody? You could walk into a hub and find the CEO of the world's biggest company, and you may not even have known that. And then you also go and meet all your friends. And like Peter said, a lot of stable internet power, great vibes. I just don't understand. There should be no excuse that your milestones and this program should not be going on track. So now we're going to hear from every single city, the specific hubs they are and the timelines and how it works. So please pay close attention, and I'm going to hand it over first to Accra.
Hello, so I'm Andres representing the Accra City team, and I'm currently in one of the hubs, actually, the Sprinters Hub, one of the 3. We have, so we have the Sprinters Hub, we have Abilingwe Hub, and then we have the East Lake Hub. So they are all fully finished now and ready in operation. And this week we are using them for all the in-person, like yesterday and today. Our learners have been able to visit, and then as at right now, sessions are still going on. So we've communicated the locations to them because we have all of them in a WhatsApp group where we always have their sessions communicated before they get there. So the actual booking starts from Monday. The hubs are ready. We've communicated that to them, and then they will start their sessions from Monday. We've also communicated to them the hours, which is 4 hours twice per week. But a lot of Q&As are coming up, so we are now trying to look into those ones and then get everything across to them. But the time and how it will really go will be communicated to them before Monday. But as it stands now, they can check in at any time. We have the hub coordinators on standby to assist them with any issues they may have from Monday. So I think that is it from Accra. We have, as the host said, very strong internet. We have power, we have standby generator. Everything you need to make you have a very good experience hybrid is installed at the hubs. So just feel free to get in and then get your issues attended to by the hub coordinators, and then have a nice experience. Thank you.
Is Addis next, Adrian?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. Salam, salam. Before I talk about the hub, see you all on Saturday at Karibu Part 2. Looking forward to having you repeat the magic. We have some awesome things planned. You'll come and finish the ALX core values exercise, but we have some great speakers, raffles, things like that. So see you all on Saturday. Addis has 2 hubs. For those of you who are familiar with the Lideta area, and I know all of you know that you can get to Lideta from any part of the corner of the city. Our beautiful hub will be in Lideta Capstone building. We'll be putting out the exact direction on the portal, on Telegram, on all the platforms. We'll send it to you via SMS. We'll be open on Monday. We'll open from 9 to 9. If there is eventually demand, we'll even make it available for you 24 hours. But for now, we'll open it for 12 hours from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. starting on Monday. We have a second hub, which is at Haya Hulet, with apologies, as I mentioned last Saturday at the Karibu as well. That's a bit delayed, but we should open that up in a couple of weeks. But until then, Lideta will be available. We look forward to seeing you there. For now, you can come in at any point from 9 to 9. If it gets flooded, then we'll introduce a system. But for now, I think we should be able to accommodate all of you. So just come, meet your peers, do your assignments. Otherwise, I think you'll be in trouble with Adrian and her team. So just come and do what you need to do, and see you there. We'll all be there to greet you and make sure that you're having a good time. Take care.
Yeah, so I think Cairo was next. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Maraf. This is Mohammed Monaim. I'm the GM in Egypt. Welcome, everyone, dialing in from Cairo or otherwise. And as Maraf said, let's continue our magic next Saturday. We've heard all your comments, and we're going to make it like a better and more fun Saturday, the day after tomorrow. So regarding the hubs in Egypt, we have 4 hubs. 2 of them are in the soft launch or soft opening this week, and we've seen some of you, unlike some of you are just in front of me right now. You're welcome. We have the biggest one in Maadi in Midan Digla. We have another one in Nasr City, Shara al-Tehran. Then we have in Andisin, Shara al-Falah, the Taqata, Shara al-Shihab, Shara al-Lubnan. And the 4th one is in 6th of October City, which is in La Cité Plaza. The biggest 2 are the ones in Maadi and 6th of October, and the less, they have a less capacity, which are in the Nasr City and El Muhandisi. Earlier next week, maybe Saturday evening, you will be sent an email, all of you, with the exact locations and Google Maps, maybe some shots from the entrances for the spaces. And you're going to be sent a link where you can book your spaces. So please do not come in unless you booked your space, because you'll have a QR code where you have to check in with it. So yes, the attendance will be tracked, the check-in will be tracked, the check-out will be tracked. And again, as everyone else, you're mandated to come 2 times per week, at least 2 hours per session in 2 different days. Looking forward to welcoming you starting next Sunday. We'll be opening next week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And as Maraf said, if you have the need, we can readjust the hours, but this is our first trial, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. next week. Looking forward to see you all on Saturday and in our hubs, in the 4 hubs, starting from Sunday. On to Batman and Casablanca.
Thank you, Mohammed. Hi, everyone. Very happy to be able to talk to you. I'm the new GM here designated in Morocco, Casablanca. I'm so excited and happy to meet you for the first time next Saturday in the part 2 Karibu. As per our hubs, we have 3 different hubs, as you may have already know. We have the hub in Casa Nearshore. We will have the hub in Anfa and Abdel Moumen. You will have about 150 places in Casa Nearshore and Anfa, and about 30 in Abdel Moumen. So get ready with your bookings, as Mohammed was explaining, we will have a system that will allow you to book your spots and organize all this for you in order for it to move in a perfect way. Also, I was very glad also to welcome the first learners this week in Anfa. Sorry, it was a pleasure to see all the students, the energy that they are bringing to the place, and I believe starting from next week we will have so many things going on. And bringing all your energies and focus to this beautiful place that we're preparing for you. So I'm glad for that, and I will announce to you next Saturday how you will be able to book and all the time slots that will be available to you. And also for the learners that were confirmed, please join the WhatsApp group that was created by Usama, and let's speak through it. Thank you very much. And for the next one is going to be Kigali.
Thank you, Otman. Again, hi, everyone. I'm really excited to start welcoming you into the spaces. So for Kigali, our space is at Deco Center. Some of you are already aware. Those who came for the Karibu session had the Karibu session there. And we're looking forward to hosting you for the second Karibu session in the same space on Saturday. We are going to officially open the space for you to start using it on Monday, the 15th. And so for our Kigali people, feel free to drop in anytime. You don't need to book. We have enough space for everyone. The space is going to be open from 8 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. So you can really operate within that time. And if we have people who actually want to extend that, we are happy to open the space for longer. For Nairobi, currently we have 2 hubs. We have one in the Central Business District at the iconic Nation Center. We are on the 9th floor there. And the second one is at iHub in Kilimani on the 5th floor. So on Saturday, this coming Saturday during the Karibu ceremony, as well as through email and SMS, we will communicate to you exactly how to book for spaces. So we're going to be using an application where you have to tell us beforehand, you want to come, say, for example, on Monday from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, or you want to come on Thursday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So the system will actually allow you to go in there, see what slots are open, be able to book. You can let your friends, people who are in the same cohort, book at the same time as well, so that if you want to work with them on a project, you can actually meet them there at the same time. Both Nation Center and iHub are going to be open from 7 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. in the evening, Monday through to Saturday. And we are the spaces are really cool. So we're really looking forward to getting you guys there to interact with you, to really understand, the things that you guys are going through, to get to help you go through the program and, help you to network and really build your careers. Over to you, Ruby.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ruby. I'm the GM for Lagos, and I'm super excited to be welcoming every single Lagosian to each and every one of our hubs from Monday. I saw in the chat someone saying that there are no hubs in Lagos. Please, there are 10 hubs in Lagos across the across the city. There are hubs in, so I'm going to try and list out their hubs in Ikeja, there are hubs in Costain, on Allen Avenue, in Ogba, in Lekki, in VI, in Oniko, in Surulere, in Yaba. There are a number of places, and that's because we know that, first of all, there are a lot of us, and then there's also traffic, so we put you as close to your preferred hubs as possible. Our hubs are all going to be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday. So from this next Monday, you'll be able to walk into your hubs. Like Peter, you will also need to book in ahead of time. After Karibu on Saturday, we will be communicating to you on an email on Saturday evening and on SMS and everything for reminders how exactly you can book across all the different spaces. Please make sure you come on time and you behave. I'm sure we're all going to behave. And then as to Saturday as well, we're going to be having 2 different venues, 2 different sessions. So please come on time for your specific session with your ID, and also come in, by yourself. Not necessarily it's for you and you alone. And it's for the hybrid session, not for SE, not for women in tech, just you. So yeah, thank you very much. And really looking forward to welcoming each and every one of you into our hubs and through the program. It's going to be exciting. We've spent a lot of time building and preparing these hubs for you, and we're very excited to welcome you. Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. I am so excited. I think I'm just like, I want to challenge all of you to go into these hubs and take some cool pictures with your GMs. How cool would it be if you walked into the hub and saw your city representative here and got to say hello? I think that these are cool. Do you know, you guys, these are like the top of the top in our ALX team. These GMs are very, very, very cool. And I can see some of them are in their hubs. I can see some cool ALX colors in the background. And I think you have noticed all of them have very strong Wi-Fi, clear videos. I'm just thinking that this is absolutely fantastic. Now, I know a lot of you had a lot of questions. Will the hubs be open on weekends? What happens if I work? I think it's been very clear that even if you work, I've had a lot of hubs saying they close 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 10 p.m. So you can come after work for a few hours. And I think GMs, you can let me know if I'm saying the truth. You can come after work, let's say from 6 to 8, and that's 2 hours. And then you can do it again on another day, 6 to 8, and that counts for another 2 hours. And guess what? That's twice a week, and that's kind of adding up to 4 hours. So even if you work, the hubs are closing maximum between 8, 9, 10. And the great thing is most of them have a booking system. So why not book your time after you have been able to say that you are working, and then you come and book your time. So I'm going to reiterate what most of the cities have said, which is most of them will communicate to you. First, we have a Karibu on Saturday. So that's first, very most important, where you need to be attending this Saturday first. As practice is Karibu to finish your onboarding week strong, and that counts. And then afterwards, by next week, Monday, most of your cities would have communicated to you the booking system, the location of the hubs, and what time they run. And then you'll be able to then book or walk in. I know Miraf had said, Addis, you can walk in at any time right now. People from Lagos, you have 10 hubs. 10 is a lot. That means they're like everywhere. That means you have no excuse to say you don't have something near you. And everyone else, I know some of our amazing GMs are there right now in the hub. So they have been sessions happening during the week. So if your hub is open and you do have a session, that has already been communicated. Again, I know Miraf has a session tomorrow online as well in his hub. So that's for Team Addis. So please make sure that you're able to come and book, and also just be patient for communication. But we hope this session has been able to help you know that you are able to come into the hubs as of next week. So I don't know which GM wants to take this question. Which channel or how will you contact me to let me know how to book my hub? So, and how often do I have to come into my hub after you, like if I book today, Monday, and I book on Friday again, and I need to change my time, will there be able for me to change my time after I book? So does anyone want to take that question? Or especially for those who have bookings.
Happy to take that question. So the communication shall be done both over email and SMSs. I think for most cities, if other cities will have a different form of communication, they can let us know here. And yes, the booking system does allow you to cancel. So if you want to change the booking, if you want to cancel the booking, there's a way you can cancel it. I would highly encourage everyone to plan ahead. So you'll have a view of the entire week, right? So you can be able to plan ahead and say, okay, fine, I'm going to go there on Monday, I'm going to go there on Thursday, and that's locked in. So I'd really encourage you to plan way ahead of time so that we know how many people we're expecting and who's coming to the space.
Absolutely amazing. For the hubs which were working on Saturday, do you mind sharing again which hubs were working on Saturday? Because we have some participants who are asking which hubs will be open on Saturdays. So I'm not sure who said their hubs are open on Saturdays, but whoever's hub is open on Saturday, please let us know who is open on Saturday.
Yeah, Nairobi and Kigali are both open on Saturday. Kigali is open on Sunday as well. I'll let the other GMs also speak to their hubs.
Lagos is open on Saturday, not Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
Addis will be open from Monday to Saturday just for the next couple of weeks, but then we'll open from 7 days a week. But until we kind of sort out a few things, we'll close on Sundays, but then by June we'll go 7 days.
Yeah, Cairo is open on Saturdays, but not this Saturday, because this might be a misconception. This Saturday is just for the Gribu, but going on, Cairo is open on Saturdays as well.
Well, for Casablanca, starting from next week, we will be open 7 days a week for each hub. So welcome.
Guys, can you imagine? Even the hubs are open on Saturdays. Now, I have another question. So if I come on Saturday and I spend my 8 hours or my 4 hours only on Saturday, does that count as a minimum of 2? A minimum of 2 twice a week? Or do I have to come another day other than Saturday? You see? No.
It's 2 days minimum and 4 hours in total as a minimum. So even if you come one day for 8 hours, if like the space allows, but then you have at least to come another day in the same week. So at least 2 days, minimum 4 hours total.
You see, guys, you cannot cheat the system. So just because it's open on Saturday and you're not working on Saturday does not mean you cannot come only on Saturday for 8 hours. You must come another day, and as you've had a minimum of 4 hours a day. Now, GMs, we've had a lot of people saying, oh, you know, I've relocated. I'm no longer in the city that I said I was. What's going to happen to me? Will I still pass the program? Let us hear some, would I say, not consequences, but what happens if we don't visit our hub at least twice in a week?
So yeah, happy to take this. There is a mandate to pass the program. I let the other gyms jump in as well. There's a mandate to pass the program that, again, you have to come to the space, whatever space it is, at least 2 times a week. This is the mandate that we're having. And as Peter said, we have the reasons, and I've told you why do we have exactly 2 days at least for you to get the full hybrid experience and get the benefit out of it. I'm leaving the floor for the GMs to chime in.
Yeah, just to reiterate on that as well, like the focus right now is really to produce top quality talent. So the way we're thinking about the program, you know, everything has really been structured to make sure that you have the full experience. And if you don't come to the hub, you really lose out on, I would say, even 50% of what the experience is going to be, and you're going to be half-baked. So it's really, really important. And that's why we're mandating it, that it has to be 2 times a week.
Amazing. Also, guys, let me just be real. You go to work every day, so you can also sacrifice a few hours to make sure that you become a top-tier talent. So when you're hired, because you went through the amazing tech programs of ALX, you're ready to also be in a working environment. Going into a hub also teaches you to gain work skills that are also important when you go to work with another person when you meet colleagues also in your workspace. So you must be able to visit the hub to also get that experience and training. And like our GMs had said, also the content on Canvas means that you'll have to engage with other people, and they are tracking. So if you know you said you're in the specific city and you're not in that city anymore, you may want to confess that you're not in the city anymore, or just know you're going to be tracked. Now, we've been asked if people are you going to provide laptops? What's in your space? Are there laptops in your space? What is in your space? Because some people are like, do I come with my laptop? Do I not come with my laptop? Let's hear what they should bring to the space and what you provide in the space.
Happy to take that one as well. So we won't have laptops in the spaces, at least for Nairobi and Kigali. I think it's the same case with most of the other hubs. So if you're actually coming to get some work done, it's good that you come with your laptop. You can plug into the electricity, plug into the internet, and work from there. If you're only showing up for an event, then perhaps it's not necessary to come with your laptop. But if you're actually coming to get some work done, you are going to need to come with a laptop.
I've seen some questions about food. People are hungry. Any food provided? No, water, at least we can promise some water, some water in the dispenser. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, Mohammed, go ahead.
Yeah, we can promise water, nothing more.
You can come with a snack, everybody, and some apple, especially for those who say they're working, carry a snack after work, come and, get some downtime, some quiet time, wait out the traffic, and come visit a hub and be able to get some of your ALX program work done. Okay, last question, and then I will happily release our amazing GMs. Does event attendance, so if you're having an event in the space, count towards visiting the space or the hub for minimum of twice a week?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're not having this hybrid thing to make it just hard for you guys, or not just because we just slept one day and wake up in the morning, hey, these guys have to come up just 2 days a week. We need you, as Peter said multiple times, we need you to get the best experience, we need to get the quality in you. So yes, in this event, you'll be interacting with your peers, you'll be getting more knowledge, more info. So yes, 100%. That's why we need even the 2 times per week. It can be diversified, like you working on your own projects, working with the peer projects, attending an event, attending a master class, whatever it is. Every time you show up in the space, it counts as one of the 2 mandated times.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to our amazing GMs. I'm just going to do a quick summary just to make sure we're all aligned and making sure that we all understand what the requirements are. So from next week, Monday, because remember this Saturday, we are focusing on going to Caribou. So from next week, Monday, a city representative will reach out to you to let you know the location of the hubs. Most of the hubs that as you've had, are open from 8 a.m. up to 8 p.m. So if you know you are working and you're you need to be you can able to come and visit the hub after work. But you'll be able to have a booking system for most of the hub spaces for you to be able to schedule your time. And as we have mentioned, events also count as visiting the hub, as well as the requirement for 4 hours a week. Thus, most hubs are open on Saturday. However, you still need to come and visit the hub outside of Saturday. And remember, you must visit the hub for a minimum of 4 hours. And we will not be providing food. However, we'll be providing water and a lot of fun, a lot of engagement. For all of you who have a lot of questions right now regarding content, the portal, how to get activated, the ALX team may not be online immediately to support you. So why not go visit a hub and get in-person support to be able to get support with our community managers and also interact and engage with your fellow peers, because learning is supposed to be fun. And remember, this experience is to make sure that you become a leading top tech talent, so that you, when you're employed and earning really good money, we are making sure that you're molding you, that you want to be getting a lot of job offers. And attending a hub also means that you're going to get skills of how to interact with other people, how to go and interact as also being in a workplace, and also just get you prepare you for what it means to be a top tech talent. So thank you so much. We're going to now move on to another section of our office hours, which is now a lot of program and platform FAQs. It's so good to see some of you on the portal. Some of you have not yet managed to get on the portal. Some of you have managed to get on Canvas. Some of you have not yet managed to get on Canvas. So we just want to be able to reiterate a few important things. Now, so first of all, the portal is our community platform, and it has a lot of different tabs that we need you to be able to pay attention to. And I'm going to share my screen to just help you and walk you through what it means to be able to successfully have joined the portal. And remember, the portal is where you'll be able to get all the support that you need. So give me a moment, I share my screen. So first step, everybody should know member.theroom.com. So if you want to access the portal, it should be member.theroom.com. When you applied for this program, you had an email that you shared with us. So please go type in your email that you shared with us when you applied. I'm going to do mine. Do not steal my information. And then you're going to say sign in with email. And If you've already created your account, you'll have a password. If you've not created your account, you'll get an email saying, come and create your password, and then you come in and put your password nicely, and then you'll sign in. Now, once you've signed in, do you see the learning tab? So our amazing tabs are 4 tabs on top. You have the learning tab. As you can see, this is where we have access to Canvas. So anytime you want to access Canvas, you need to come to the learning tab, and you need to come here where you see ALX Foundations, and you need to click continue. Because when you click continue, it's going to redirect you onto Canvas where the material is. So it's not by you coming only to Canvas and just saying, this is the learning tab. No, you must click continue, and you'll be redirected to the dashboard. And on your dashboard, you should see a course that says ALX Foundations. Do not go to courses and do not click courses, because you will not be able to have access. You need to go to the dashboard and then be able to click the course that is there. So remember, every time you want to come to Canvas, you have to go to the learning tab and click continue. This is the only way to activate your Canvas account. And once you've clicked continue, you'll be able to start on week 1 content. Yes, you do have content for this week. It is very important that you start. As you can see, we have week 1. I hope we're not so behind, but we still have time to catch up. We have so much content for you to go through this week. So please ensure that you go through week 1 content and submit your milestone. Now, what happens if you want to go and hear from the ALX team when we say right now, after this session, we're going to share with you the different channels to reach your community, your city reps, or if we say go check the announcement channel, or how will you know we have shared an update? You need to now move from the learning tab to the community tab, and you must click the community tab and let it load, because this is now where, as it says, is the community. This is where you'll find people who are in your current cities. This is where you'll find everybody who's part of ALX Foundations. And now when you click community, you land onto the welcome page, but that does not mean you've met other people in your cities. The welcome page is just to welcome you. So we want you to ensure that you pay attention to the left-hand side of the tab. And do you see where it says ALX Foundations? You must click each and every single channel. So you must click the announcement channel for you to join the announcements and see the announcements. Did you see today's announcement? Today's announcement says it's time to start learning. Indeed, it's time to start learning. So how will you read an announcement that has come from the ALX team? You must click the announcements channel. We have resources. A lot of the questions that you guys have asked are already here. Have you been able to come and read and open our cards? Have you been able to come and read our community guidelines, which is how you interact with each other? You need to be able to click the resources page and go through the different cards for you to be able to get the help and the support you need. Then we have the events page. Today we have an event. We're currently in our Q&A session, but we have a lot of events coming up next week. How will you get notified? You must click the event space and be able to join. And then lastly, sometimes if you're a learner and let's say Nairobi has an event, you need to be able to click that to ensure that you also don't miss out on the events that are happening at the hub. So that also makes sure that you get attendance and counts towards hub attendance, and that means you're meeting your requirements. So it's very important that you come to the portal and you must click on all these channels for you to be able to join them and for you to be able to get notified of when the ALX team goes important communication. As well as there's one missing here, it's going to be a squad, so it should be a padlock, and if depending on the city you're in, it's going to read Lagos campus, Nairobi campus, Cairo campus, and you need to click that, and that's where you'll find all your other fellow participants inside that group. So you must, not only when you come to the community tab, you must come to the community tab, but you must come to the ALX Foundation space and then join the different channels to get the announcements and communications that is going out. And then remember, move again to the learning tab and come back and then click continue and then go back to Canvas. And once you're in Canvas again, go back to where you had left off. Remember, always come to your dashboard, click your dashboard. And once you're done with the dashboard, Depending where you left off, you can come back either continuing to scroll through your home, or you can go to your modules tab, which makes you be able to understand where you had been left off. If you left off at, let's say, module 1.2, you want to continue, and you want to continue navigating as you go along. And let's say you finished all your learning, but you've not had time to submit your assignments. You come to the assignments tab. And this week, like we said, we have 2 assignments. You have your weekly test and you have your milestone 1. So when you're ready to do your weekly test, come and click here and start on the weekly test. It is so important. It is so important as a leading professional to learn to develop your attention to skills, attention to detail skills. Do you see, before you start anything, it's so important to read all the instructions. Canvas has all the instructions that you need. Please take time to be a diligent and attentive professional student who takes the time to read what is in front of you. As you can see, you must get 16 out of 21, and this is due on Sunday. So this is Canvas where the content is. Remember, to access the content of the week, you click on modules and then you go step by step. You must follow it. It follows a very important order that helps you go the way you're supposed to follow it. And then let's say you want to submit an assignment, you go to the assignments tab. I'm going to re-emphasize once again that when you're on the portal, you must navigate between the learning tab and the community tab. And remember, the community tab is where the ALX team is, as well as our city representatives are there on the squads and in the community to answer any questions you have. However, you will not see it if you just only stay on the welcome. If this is the only page you can see, you must go to the left-hand side and look for ALX Foundations. Click the announcements channel. We share announcements daily. Go to the resources channel. If you're stuck, come here, open a card, read it up. Events, we have events coming up for you next week. Come and make sure that you get the events, and then make sure that you've also joined your specific city event tab, because there could be an event happening in Nairobi and you don't want to miss out. So I hope that's very clear, and I hope that we are going to see a lot more of you active in the squads. We want to get to know you all a bit better. We want to be able to engage with you. Apart from being able to talk to you online right now during events and through email, we want to be able to also get you all started and be able to support you both on the ground and online. So ensure that you follow those processes. We have sent emails to your inboxes that should read, welcome to the portal, welcome to complete your portal profile. So make sure that you click the link. If you're not sure, member.theroom.com. That's the only link at least you need to remember for now. So if you want to know how to access the portal, member.theroom.com, and then put in the email that you signed up for during the program, and then ensure that you put in the password that you created, and then navigate through the learning tab and the community tab. Now on Canvas, it's important that you go through the weekly content. Remember, we said this course is 15 weeks. So every single week, you're going to have content. So you have to engage with it, and you must submit your milestones before the deadline. And then we're going to talk about peer grading next week. On Tuesday, we have an office hours, but it's important that you get into the habit of knowing that you need to peer grade your peer, and this needs to be done by Wednesday. Again, it's also another requirement for you to be able to pass the foundations course. And then do not communicate with anybody on Canvas. So if you go on Canvas and you go to the help button or the messaging button, nobody's going to respond to you there. We're only on the platform, and we're only on email, and we're only on the designated city channels. So if you go on Canvas, we're not going to be able to talk to you there. So make sure that you again navigate from the learning tab back to the community tab, go into your squad, and then ask a question, and all of our ALX team will be there to support you. Next slide. All right, so just a reminder as you kickstart your program, what you need to do to ensure that you pass, and make sure that you enter your tech vertical, and make sure that you graduate, and make sure that you land a high-paying job, and that all this effort was successful and worth reward. You must complete and pass all your weekly tests, and you must complete and pass all your milestones. So remember, you have a milestone and you have a test. So if you go to your assignments page, like I showed you earlier, you will see the difference. It says weekly test and milestone 1. So every week, so if it's next week, it will be weekly test 2 and milestone 2. You must pass. By passing, we mean you must receive a score of 70%, 75% or higher. And remember, as I showed you earlier, there are very clear instructions of what you need to do to ensure that you pass. So usually we tell you, we lay it out, and if you follow all the instructions, you will receive a 75% or higher score, and therefore that is how you know you have met the requirement, which is to complete and pass all 13 weekly tests and milestones. You then must also peer grade your assigned peer, and this must be done by Wednesday. And then, as we have mentioned earlier, you must also visit your city hub at least 2 times each during the week on different days. And all this is being tracked. We are tracking, we have your details, we are tracking all these ways of making sure that you are meeting our requirements. So know that we are looking and we are tracking. And how we can all best support each other. Remember, your first line of communication and support is the portal. On the community tab, remember there are 4 channels that I told you that you must join, which is the announcements channel, the resources channel, the events channel, your squad channel, and that is where you get all the communication and support you need. We send you emails, you get emails from the TR team, you get emails from the city team. Please make sure you open your emails. Do not unsubscribe from our emails. We have been getting a lot of requests, and all of you saying you cannot see our emails. It means you have unsubscribed from us. Do not unsubscribe, because you need to read the emails, because that is where communication is. You must also sync your program calendar to get notification of when we have events. Like today, we have an event. Next week, Tuesday, as I said, we have an event. It is on the calendar. You can also plan your time. We are very good at ensuring that we communicate way ahead of time when events are happening. So if you sync your program calendar, you will get notified. You can plan yourself and ensure that you are still meeting the requirements to ensure that you are passing this course. And then make sure that you use our help center and our bot, Leah, to ensure that you get any support, technology. We're all here learning how to become the best top tech talent. So why not use the technology talent bot, Leah, on the portal to see how tech can work? So I hope that's clear. I'm going to take a few minutes of some questions. And I have a question that I see is coming in a lot back again with city hubs, which is if I can do 4 days a week for 2 hours each, to consider those of us who leave work at 5 and reach there at 5:30. So if you leave work at 5 and let's say you get to the hub at 5:30, I have a feeling that you can stay till 9:30. So the hub community managers will communicate that, but at least make sure that you take the time to actually go to the hub from 5 o'clock or 5:30 and then stay there till 9:30. You cannot break down the days. We have agreed you have to do 4 hours, and you can do 4 hours on any day, but you have to do 4 hours. So if you get to the hub at 5:30, I bet you can stay until 9:30. However, please make sure at least you have to put in the effort and the time, and the community managers and the city managers will be on ground and will track and be able to let you know. But it's important that you still take the time to attend, and you must do 4 hours. So you cannot break it down to 2, 2, 2. No, it has to be 4 hours. So please, even after work, and remember, we have also said Saturday hubs are open. So take 1 day after work. Why not even maybe talk to your employer if you can to be excused a bit earlier on 1 day of the week to get there maybe at the hub at 5 and do 5 to 9. It's very important. You are in a course. Do try and make sure that you plan yourself properly. Not every day at work is very, very busy. So it's important for you to try and make an effort to go to these hubs as it is a requirement. I am going to go to take some questions. Give me a minute. So a lot of you have said that the details in the profile that when you sign up are wrong. You can go to the professional profile tab and edit those details. So if you go to the professional profile tab, it is again, where we were learning was community professional profile. For most of you, if you have already joined the portal, there should have been a step for you to complete the details. You should have taken the time to add those details. However, if you want to edit them, you just go to the professional profile tab and edit the details, and that's how you can make sure that they're correct details, and we will be able to sync that data and make the corrections on our end. So if you're having a problem completing your profile, or let's say you clicked the link the first time and you said skip and you didn't complete your professional profile, it is a tab over on the top. You click professional profile, and then you can edit the details there, and we will sync them for you with our data. So feel free to edit your details on the portal. Alrighty, let me see a bit, some more questions. Give me a minute. Can't we sign up through the portal through the member.theroom? You can, but remember you must use the email that you use for the program. You must use the email that you use for the program. If it refuses, means two things. One, you're using the wrong email, or it means you are not accepted in our program. So remember, we are tracking, as we said, and we're having very key requirements. So you can use member.theroom.com, and remember to use the email that you use to sign up for the program, and then put in your password, and then make sure that you navigate between the learning tab and the community tab. You must join, again, which channels? The announcements channel, events channel, resources channel, your squad channel, which is labeled, let's say Lagos campus, Nairobi campus, Accra campus, and you may see class 01 squad. That is a squad channel, and the events channel for your specific city, because as we said, events count towards hub attendance as well. And again, you need to know when an event is happening. So we always communicate on time. We also urge that you take the time to be also proactive, sync your calendars, and make sure that you are always keeping up with our communication so you can plan yourself. And I think we've answered a lot of hub questions. For those who have not received the link to the portal, there should have been an email that has gone out to you yesterday saying that please check your spam, your promotions, and search from an email at alx@foundations.app, and you should be able to then get the link to sign up to the portal. As we have said, do not unsubscribe from our emails, and make sure that you are ensuring that you are checking your spam and your promotions folder. Sometimes they go there. So it's just making sure that you really try as hard as you can to look for the communication we are sharing your way. Let me see. How do we contact our city teams? We are actually going to be able to share with you very soon after this Q&A how you're going to be able to contact your various city teams. So keep a lookout for that. And remember, again, the city teams are going to also contact you next week when it comes to booking, location, and hub attendance working times, or hub working times. So they are also going to reach out to you. Remember, we said the focus for this week is ensuring that you onboard onto the portal, ensuring that you manage to access Canvas, and on Saturday, you need to go and attend Karibu. So let's take it one step at a time. This week, we are trying to make sure that you are onboarded onto the portal, access Canvas, go join Karibu, and then from next week, let's start waiting for communication about the location of the hubs, the working hours, and being able to, go to the hubs. We said that if you had booked for the hub and let's say rain comes, I know we're really trying to get out of this hub thing. It's not going to happen, guys. If you had booked for the hub on Tuesday and the rain falls very hard, you can go rebook yourself. There'll be a way for you to rebook the timing, and then you make sure you book for another day. Peter said that is possible. So we are still there's 6 days in a week. Then we have a lot of space, and we're ready to host all of you. We're ready to book you all in. So if you can't make it, it's fine. We still have another day for you. You'll come and be able to reschedule your booking, and that will be communicated to you next week by your city. So please be patient. Again, this week we're focusing on portal onboarding, Canvas access, and Karibu. Next week, we will then be able to now fully focus on getting you all started to access your hubs. And oh yes, Canvas. Canvas is not accessible through the Canvas app on the smartphone. So I know some of you have been able to find that Canvas is on the smartphone. You can download the app. No. This time around, I know last year some of you were in the VA program. You managed to access Canvas through your app. That's not possible right now. Canvas is only being accessed through the portal. So if you can't find it on Canvas app, it means, yes, we have made sure that the only way you're accessing Canvas is through the portal on the Learning tab. And remember, where you see ALX Foundations, you must click Continue. It is nicely in blue and it will redirect you. Also, you must be able to ensure that you have a laptop. If you want to become a leading tech professional, you must have a laptop for you to be able to learn and for you to be able to code and for you to be able to have strong system laptop support. What a phone can do, what a laptop can do as a techie, it's not possible. So make sure that you have a laptop during this program. If you're trying to access the portal through the phone, I have a feeling you're getting a lot of challenges. So please make sure that during this week, you outsource yourself a laptop because you're gonna need it for the rest of your tech journey to become a tech professional. So ensure that you have a laptop, and Canvas will not be able to be accessed through the app or the smartphone, so you're going to struggle. So make sure you have a laptop. How will one be identified to enter the hubs? Do we have ALX identification hubs badges? So like we said, we have your details, we are tracking. So some of the hubs will have QR codes, others will just have a list. When you book, you will share your details. So again, if you're not part of our program and you try to go to the hubs, you will not be allowed access because we know who we accepted into our program. We know who is in each city. So if you're not being accepted and you're trying to access a hub, it's not going to be possible. We have your details. We know that you're going to be able to book and track, and then we're going to, again, as you come into the hub, ask you for your name and your details and your ID, and make sure that you say who you are, to confirm who you say you are. Okay. So we're not making compromises about hub attendance. So I want to make that very clear. Also, I don't know if I have any GMs on the call, but just in case, I think you can change hubs depending. So it's not a must you go to the same hub the whole time. If you're in Nairobi and maybe want to visit iHub one day and the other one in Nation Center, it's all a matter of booking. So the hub locations will be sent to you. As most of you know, there's more than one hub in the city. So you can be able to decide, today I want to go visit this hub, the next day I want to go visit this hub, but you have to book and you have to communicate that. And that's fun. Why not go and see different buildings, meet different people, and get to see. Lagos has 10 hubs. I would want to visit all 10 hubs. That is fantastic. Maybe every hub has something cooler than the other, or maybe you'll meet other different people in the program. You never know. We want you to make sure that this is very exciting for you, that this is something that is easy for you, and this is an experience that you enjoy, because as we have said, it's very important as a growing and leading tech professional who is quality talent, that you're able to have all the skills needed for you to be able to be all-rounded and for you to be hired. As we have mentioned, Foundations is soft skills training that employers are looking for. It's not only about you being able to code, it's being able to communicate, it's being able to carry yourself, it's being able to show leadership skills, it's being able to show that you can work in teams. How are you going to show you can work in teams if you're not visiting a hub to be able to learn how to collaborate with others? It's being able to understand how people have different working styles. It's also in technology, you work a lot in teams. So if you're coding, you're not writing code by yourself, you're writing code with other people in teams. How are you going to be able to work together if you're not able to practice that in real life? So it's very important. We're doing all this because we know what employers out there want. We know what the working world is out there. So it's important for you to trust ALX to be able to know that we're delivering you the best quality programs and service to ensure that you grow into a leading tech professional. And all these things are curated for a very important purpose. So please take it with an open mind, and please understand that this is going to help your future very, very soon. And we all have to invest to ensure that we get great rewards. I think we have answered most of the questions. So I'm just going to do a summary one more time before we close. So I'm going to start with hubs. So hubs are open, most hubs are open Monday to Saturday. You must attend for 4 hours every time you visit the hub, a minimum of twice a week. As we have said, hubs are open till late. They're open on Saturday. So those who are working, please, you can still spend some time during at least one of the days during the week to go to the hub. Event attendance also counts towards hub. So if there's an event happening in the hub and you go, that also counts towards your requirement to visit the hub and spend 4 hours there twice a week. You will get hub details from the different cities to be communicated to you next week, Monday. Right now, we are focusing on onboarding onto the portal, and we are focusing on accessing Canvas. There is content waiting for you, and also making sure that you attend Karibu on Saturday. So we're not getting out of the hubs. You are able to book. You are able to change the different hubs that are there, and you are able to rebook just in case the weather is bad. All the considerations have been met. So please get ready to plan yourself. Now, moving forward, the portal can be accessed through member.theroom.com. Remember to put in the email that you signed up with for the program. If you do not put in the email and it refuses, it means that that is not the email that you used, or you are not part of our program. Once you access the portal, always make sure that you go to 2 tabs. Learning tab, which is where Canvas is accessed. You must click continue. So it will read ALX Foundations. They will be continue in blue. Click continue to go and access Canvas. That is where you'll find Foundations course. Go to modules and you'll be able to find week 1 content waiting for you. If you want to submit assignments, go to the assignments page, and then you will see the milestone for the week due and the test for the week due. Remember, it is unlocked weekly. So only week 1 is ready for week 1. Next week, week 2 will be ready for week 2. Now, after the learning tab, there is the community tab. And the community tab is where you'll find the ALX team, including the TR team and the city team, all there to answer your questions. However, you must look for the ALX Foundations space on the left-hand side of the portal. So where you see home, the left-hand side, look for ALX Foundations. You should see the announcements channel, the resources channel, the events channel, your squad, and your city event, so city event specific channel. You must click all of them to join. You must click it to join to be able to see the communication happening there. That is where you'll meet your fellow participants. Imagine it'd be really great if all of you can say that you want to meet at a specific hub at a certain time. And if you have friends, you can all decide what time you want to go together. At the same time, if you have a question, we will be there to support you. Other people will be there to support you. So please ensure that you join those channels, because we have said there are only 2 ways we communicate, through the portal and through emails. Lastly, emails are very, very important because we share communication there, both through the city representatives and through the program team. So if you unsubscribe from our emails, you will not get them. But also please make sure to check your promotions tab as well as your spam, and make sure that sometimes it will go there depending. Now, make sure that you also attend Karibu on Saturday and wait for communication from your cities on where the location will be. Now, as all of you have been asking, how do we reach out to our city representatives? How do I talk to our city rep? Please pay attention to the following. Johannesburg has a WhatsApp group. So if you're on the portal, we'll be able to share with you the link to the WhatsApp group. Kigali also has a WhatsApp group. Please, again, if you're on the portal and you want to be able to get that link, we will share it with you. Lagos, please go to Instagram at ALX Nigeria and send them a direct message. They will answer. Casablanca has a Facebook group that you can join. It's called ALX Morocco Official Group. You can also email them at alxmorocco@theroom.com, and you can also DM them on Instagram at alx.morocco. Addis has a Telegram group. Again, if you're on the portal, we will share that with you. You can also email them at ethiopia@alx.app, and you can DM them on Instagram at ALX Ethiopia. And Nairobi has an email. You can email them at alxkenya@theroom.com, and you can DM them on Instagram at ALX_Kenya. Accra has Instagram. You can DM them on ALX_Ghana. And Cairo has a Facebook group that you can join at ALX Egypt Community Official. And you can DM them on Instagram at ALX Arabia. Now, I know some of you had said that the WhatsApp groups you're not able to talk there. The WhatsApp groups are not for you to talk. They're just for you to be able to get communication that is specific. Where you want to be talking is in the portal, in your squads. So if you want to really talk to an ALX person, you really want to try and get onto the portal, into your squads, and get the support you need. Lastly, we're going to have some announcements before we close. Make sure to engage and go through the learning content on Canvas this week. Week 1, you do have content this week. Today is Thursday. Let's try and ensure that we put in effort to go through the learning content on Canvas. We have a newsletter that will be coming tomorrow that has a lot of information that we have shared this week, summarizing it. So again, please be keen to go through our emails, read carefully, take the time to truly understand what is expected of you and plan yourself. We will recommunicate the details I have just shared about the city points of contacts on the portal, because as we have mentioned, if you want to talk to us, you want to be on the portal. And we have Karibu happening on Saturday. So please be on the lookout for details coming through between tomorrow up to Saturday from your city teams. So please, we don't want to see, oh, we've not yet gotten Karibu details. They are coming. Be patient. There's a lot of logistics that needs to happen. We want you to have a good time. There's a lot of planning that is happening. For those who attended on the other Saturday, you know how fun it was, but you also know how many of you there were. So it's important to be patient with the city teams, as they will communicate to you all the details you need to know about Saturday. What you need to know, though, is that this Saturday, you are off to Karibu. So book your whole day and get ready to have fantastic times. I hear there are going to be some DJs. I hear there's going to be some raffles. I hear there's going to be some really, really fun games. So, and some people even have some really cool speakers coming. So sounds really, really, really fun. And as we have said, you have content to go through, and when you go through the week 1 content, every week we're testing to see if you're actually understanding what you're learning. So we usually have milestones, and that milestone is due this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. GMT. So if I were you, I would make sure that between today and Saturday, I've gone through all my content on Canvas. I have done my milestones. So on Saturday, I go have fun at Karibu, and I'm not waking up on Sunday rushing to go complete my milestones. So let's try and make sure we go through Canvas, we get onto the portal, we do our week 1 content, get ready to have some fun on Saturday for Karibu, and make sure we end our week strong. Great. So if you have any need for support, please contact our help center. We have our resources channel and announcements and our Learbot on the portal, and your squad. Your squad is everybody who is on YouTube right now, everybody who is in your current city. They are there to lean on each other. So whoever has been a top amazing student right now who has picked up everything I have said should go to the squad and reiterate what I have said. And if you see your fellow participant and your fellow friend struggling, please go and say, hey, the ALX team said this. So if you're also not sure, be like, come and ask, and feel free to ask your questions in the squads. We are here to support you. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you've had a fantastic session with us. It's been a really, really good experience. We are so proud of all of you for getting this far. I know it has been a bit of a lot of information overload, but we know that you are more than capable to rise above and be able to ensure that you conquer this program, you pass, and we just cannot wait for you to become truly top tier quality, because quality is rare and hard to find, and that's what we want for you. So thank you so much. And we will not have any other events this week, but however, we look forward to seeing all of you at Karibu on Saturday. Alrighty, bye.
I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know the time. But these seconds are irrelevant when you're by my side. There's something about your body, babe. I could sip it on ice, but I can never get enough of you. I'll be wasted for life. Ooh, yeah. Everyone been going through it, wondering what are we doing, Baby, when you're falling, you can lean on me. When you don't feel strong, when you don't believe. Baby, let me love. I won't ever leave. Promise when you're falling, you can lean on me. You can lean on me. Stay, stay forever. You can lean on me. If you stay forever. You can lean on me.
I don't even got a lot to give you, so will it be enough? Will you love me through the hell of it? When the battle's rough, been waiting on the moment, yeah. Like when's it gonna come? Cause in the middle of the everything, you're the only one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone been going through it, wondering what are we doing. Baby, when you're falling, you can lean on me. When you don't feel strong, when you don't believe. Baby, let me love. I won't ever leave. Promise when you're falling, you can lean on me. Baby, when you're falling, you can lean on me. When you don't feel strong,